Kobe Bryant inspired generations with his basketball ability and mindset. From the 2010s Kobe rocking the now infamous 24, dominating the game from the mid-range, to young Froby with the 8 on his back, throwing down spectacular slams on rim rush attacks. Speaking of, welcome back to the channel. Today, we will cover the iconic Kobe Bryant and his Mamba mentality. Every NBA athlete who played with or against Kobe Bryant has a story about his supreme competitive nature, known better as Mamba mentality. This Mamba mentality can be seen during practice, training sessions, gym sessions, and just the everyday grind of being a professional and how extreme Kobe pushed those limits. He would trash talk teammates and push them to compete in practice like it was the NBA Finals. He would grind in the gym from sunup to sundown. In fact, I'm pretty sure the expression "first one in, last one out" was made about Kobe Bryant. We can make a video on all the stories and all those clips, but instead, today, we will show some of the biggest times his mentality and hard work paid off on the biggest of stages. But first, a quick story to understand how he got there and just how crazy competitive he really was. Kobe was a known commodity since he was a high schooler at Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It was there Kobe garnered the attention of NBA scouts, and after averaging 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists as a senior, he decided to forego college and declare for the NBA draft. In the legendary 1996 draft, Kobe would be selected by the Charlotte Hornets, then traded to the Los Angeles Lakers at pick 13. His rookie season started slow, only averaging 7 points in 71 games, but it was during this season that the world got a glimpse, a foreshadowing, if you will, of what Mamba mentality was, before anybody even knew it was a thing, before it had its nickname, before it became basketball lore, before it became synonymous with Kobe Bryant and basketball. In a playoff game versus the Utah Jazz in the 96-97 season, Kobe and the Lakers would be facing an elimination game in Utah. A tight game down the stretch wound up in a tie game with a shot clock turned off and the ball in Kobe's hands. With a chance to win the game and extend the series, Kobe rose up and shot it. It was an air ball. To overtime we go. In overtime, Kobe would shoot 3 more big shots, all 3 air balls. This game is now known as the 4 air ball game. And this is the type of game that could kill a young player's confidence and alter their entire career. Not Kobe though, not the man with Mamba mentality. See, at this time, nobody knew the mindset of Kobe. So nobody knew this would not only not affect his career negativity, but that it would actually do the exact opposite. Maybe the world should have known though. Maybe the fact that he confidently took big shot after big shot, while airballing every single one, was all we needed to know that the nature of this 18-year-old kid's mind was just different. Kobe and that same Lakers team would go on to win 3 straight championships just a few years later, with Kobe being a huge reason why. Now, in 2006, the Los Angeles Lakers are traveling to Toronto to take on the Toronto Raptors. This was an ordinary game with no major stakes. Due to this, there wasn't much hype or noise around it. But even the few that were tuned in had no idea what they were about to witness. At this point in Kobe's career, he had scored 50 and 60. He was averaging 35 on the year, after already averaging 30 for an entire season. So everybody knew the type of scorer he was. But this game still shocked the world, and quite frankly, is still shocking today. Kobe would put together a scoring performance that hadn't been seen since Wilt's 100-point game in 1962. Kobe would score 81 points, the most points since David Thompson scored 73 in 1978. He would do this on 46 shots, 28 makes, 7 three-point makes, and 18 free throws made. An iconic game then, and still an iconic, never seen since game today.
To Mim, little backdoor, Kobe scores on the slam.
The next defining Mamba mentality moment in Kobe's career came in 2009. This mentality that Kobe had, it was all about winning. That's the reason he sacrificed everything for the sport of basketball. He just wanted to win. So when he and Shaq led the Lakers to a three-peat in the beginning of the 2000s, you would think he would be satisfied, right? But was Kobe ever truly satisfied?
Oh, what's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
No. And that's what began the fall of one of the great partnerships, great dynasties in the sport. The end of Shaq and Kobe. And this wasn't some mutual nice arrangement either. This was a drag it out in court, fight for custody, and everything your partner owns type of divorce. So if Kobe wasn't satisfied while he was winning with Shaq, he certainly wouldn't be satisfied ending his career with people saying Shaq carried him to his only championships. And the mere thought of that was enough for Kobe to work even harder and complete what might be his biggest and most proud individual achievement in the sport. After 7 seasons without winning an NBA championship and just coming off a season where he lost to his arch nemesis, in a 6-game finals series, Kobe and the Lakers had their mind set on winning it this time around, and they did just that.
The Lakers are NBA champions once again. LA wins the 2009 NBA title.
Kobe would go on to win the 2009 and 2010 trophy, beating the Orlando Magic in 5 and the Boston Celtics in 7, winning the Finals MVP both times and solidifying his greatness as an individual, winning 2 more rings, this time without another superstar alongside him. Don't get me wrong, those Laker teams were great, but without Kobe and his drive, they were nothing. Most guys would be ecstatic with a three-peat and 3 rings, but having 0 rings as the guy, that was unfathomable for Kobe. He had to win as the star, so he did. Twice. All that led to this, the finale. It's truly fitting how Kobe ended his legendary career. Something that seems so improbable in the moment, but makes so much sense afterwards. Giving the world one more jaw-dropping memory to end a career that was filled with nothing but jaw-droppers. 60 in his final game.
Well, they're playing to him, there's no doubt about it.
The NBA world saw Kobe complete major feats at this point in his career, especially in the scoring department. Like mentioned before, he scored 81. He averaged 35 for a season. He scored 40-plus points in 9 straight games. He scored 50-plus 24 times. The world was used to Kobe putting on scoring clinics. But things were different at this point in his career. See, his last few seasons leading up to this, Kobe was not the same guy. A torn Achilles in the 2012-13 campaign all but ended his time as a top player in the league, albeit he was already 34 and 17 seasons in when it happened. After averaging high 20s for years, he was now averaging 17 a game on sub 40% shooting. So there was no reason to suggest that his finale would be anything other than the world bidding farewell to an icon. But of course, Kobe does what Kobe does. If for whatever reason you weren't tuned in from the jump, you found yourself tuned in eventually after social media was set ablaze at what they were witnessing. At halftime, Kobe had 22. After the third, he had 37. But the Lakers were still losing. And then, what was already turning out to be a legendary farewell turned into a Mamba Mentality legendary farewell. Kobe would go on to score 23 in the fourth and will his team back from down 10 with 2 minutes left by hitting a mid-range jumper to take the lead with 31 seconds left. He would ice the game and hit 60 from the line on the next possession.
On the move, with the jumper, he got it! 58 points! And the Lakers lead!
The crowd went wild all night long. Fans everywhere couldn't believe what they were witnessing. But just like that 4 airball game, should we have been surprised? Shouldn't we have known this was going to happen, even though it looked so incredibly unlikely? That's Mamba mentality. That's Kobe Bryant. So after that 4 airball game that would crumble the career of some athletes, Kobe instead went on to take and make big shots the rest of his career. He would win 5 championships, an MVP, go to 18 All-Star games, be an All-NBA recipient 15 times, and of course, enter the Hall of Fame. Although sadly and tragically, this would happen posthumously, so Kobe and NBA fans never got to take that final step in his illustrious career together. But Kobe was a legend way before his passing. He was a legend way before his retirement, his 60-point finale, his 5th championship. Kobe was a legend as the 23-year-old kid wearing number 8, as the 33-year-old man wearing number 24. He was a legend as the high-flying Froby, as the intense and clutch Kobe. And of course, most of all, he was a legend as Black Mamba, an inspiration to millions, a legend to billions. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video or videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.